Hi everyone. Today I'll introduce to you the chapter on simultaneous equation. So simultaneous basically it means that you have two different unknowns. You have the x and the y, or it can be a and the b. So before you solve any types of simultaneous equation, this is actually the checklist that I have come up with for you to identify what are the things that you need to take note when you are using elimination methods to solve simultaneous equation. So first of all, you need to determine which variable that you need to eliminate. So let's say for this equation, question 1, I would like to eliminate x. Next, you move on to ask yourself, do they have the same coefficient? Okay, yes, because the coefficient basically it means the number that comes before the value of x. So both of here, x coefficient will be 1 and 1. Usually for 1x, we do not indicate it as 1x. We will just indicate as x. So yes, they do have the same coefficient. Next, we move on to check their sign. So here, what are the signs that this x have? So both of them actually have positive sign in front, which is the same sign. So the rule of thumb is that when you have same sign, you use minus. When you have different sign, you use add or addition. So in this case, we have x with the same sign. Therefore, we shall use minus. Okay. So now we'll move on to the working proper. So firstly, you have to identify this as your equation 1. This will be your equation 2. So equation 1 minus equation 2. So why is it that equation 1 minus equation 2? Reason being that they have the same sign here. So therefore, I'm using x minus x to eliminate x. Okay, so I repeat, when you have equation 1 minus equation 2, basically you are taking x minus x. So therefore, you can actually ignore this x value now. Next, we see plus y and minus y. So when you have equation 1, which is plus y, minus, okay, so this minus, I'll highlight it in red, in yellow. So y minus y. So on top of here, you have 12 minus 4. So y minus y, you get y plus y. Equal to 12 minus 4, you get 8. The next step will be 2y equals 8. And lastly, y equals to 8 divided by 2, you get 4. So once you have got y equals to 4, you can substitute y equals to 4 into any of the equation. It can be equation 1 or equation 2. So here you have x plus 4 equals to 12. Therefore, my answer will be 12 minus 4, which is 8. Therefore, my final answer, okay, will be x equals to 8, y equals to 4. Okay, now we move on to question number 2. We move on to question number 2. So same thing, this is the checklist. Which variable to eliminate? So let's just say that this time around we are going to eliminate the variable y. So do they have the same coefficient? Yes, because they have the coefficient of 1 y and 1 y. Okay, so therefore they both of them have the same coefficient. And the next one will be check the sign. Are they having the same sign or different sign? So the answer is different sign. Plus and minus, they are of different signs. So therefore, what should you do? Okay, so if you have different sign, you need to add them together. Okay, now let's go on to the proper steps. Equation 1 plus equation 2. So when you have different sign, you need to add them together. Here you have plus y plus minus y. So therefore, you are actually getting y minus y, which is equals to 0. So in this case, we can actually ignore the value of y now. We just look at the x and also the number. So when you have equation 1 plus equation 2, it becomes x plus x becomes 2x equals to 5 plus 2, which is 7. So the next step will be x equals to 7 over 2. Next, we can substitute x equal to 7 over 2 into, let's say, equation 1, which is 7 over 2 plus y equals to 5. And in fact, you can move this 7 over 2 to the other side. Okay, so 7 over 2, you get 3.5. Therefore, you can get y equal to 1.5. Therefore, the answer will be x equal to 3.5, y equals to 1.5. Now we move on to question number 3. Now let's take a look at these two variables, 2x, x, y, and y. Which variable do you think it is easier to eliminate? In fact, the answer will be y. Reason being that both of them have the same coefficient. So now I would like to eliminate the y instead of the x. Reason being that the y, both of the y have the same coefficient. So equation 1, you need to add equation 2. Okay, so this is because both of them have different signs. So when they have different signs, you add them together. Next, we have 2x plus x, you get 3x. Is equivalent to 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2, you get a 6. So the next step will be x equal to 6 over 3. Therefore, you get the answer of 2. Now we move on to substituting x equal to 2 into maybe say equation 2 this time. So you have 2 plus y equals 2. So y 2 minus 2, you get 0. So your final answer will be x equals to 2, y equals to 0. Question 4. In this case, you have x minus x and 3y with 7y. So which is easier for you to eliminate? The answer will be x. So therefore, we are selecting x to eliminate. And since both of these signs are different. So one is positive, the other one is negative. So therefore, we add them together. So that would be equation 1 plus equation 2. You get 3y plus minus 7y equals to negative 7 plus 19. So this plus will always be the sign that actually link both equations together. So you have 3y plus negative 7y equals to negative plus 19. So therefore, the next step will be 3y minus 7y, reason being that plus minus becomes negative. So 3y minus 7y, you get minus 4y equals to 12. So when you divide 12 by negative 4, you get the value of negative 3. Okay, now we move on to substituting y equals to negative 3 into equation 1. So that will be x plus 3 times negative 3 equals to negative 7. So x minus 9 equals to negative 7. So therefore, when you move this negative 9 to the other side, it becomes a positive 9. The last step will be to add the 9. Negative 7 plus 9 equals to 2. This will be your final answer. Next, question 5. So in this case, you have 2x, 2x, both having the same coefficient, and 3y and negative 3y, they have the different sign. Okay, so here you need to make a decision which variable that you need to eliminate. So let's say I would like to eliminate x. Okay, so 2x and 2x. So are they having the same variable? Yes. The same coefficient? Yes, the answer is correct because both of them have the value of 2 and they have the same sign as well. So you need to use the minus. So this is your equation 1. This is your equation 2. So equation 1 minus equation 2, you get 3y minus 3y equals 8 minus 6. So here you have 3y plus 3y equals to 2. And this will be 6y equals to 2. So your final answer will be y equals to 2 over 6. Or you can further simplify to get 1 over 3. Okay, of course, next we can substitute y equals to 1 over 3 into equation 1, let's say. So 2x plus 3 times 1 over 3, you get 8. So 2x plus 1 equals to 8. Okay, so you can continue with this working to get your final answer of the x value. Okay, now we move on to the last question here, question number 6. Question number 6, you have x plus y equals to 5, 2x plus y equals to 8. So which one would you choose in this case? Okay, in this case, I'm going to choose y, reason being that for y you have the same coefficient, and whereas for x you have 1x and 2x. They are of different coefficient. Therefore, it will be easier for you to eliminate y. So since both y having the same sign, you can use equation 1 minus equation 2. So therefore, you get x minus 2x equals to 5 minus 8. So bear in mind that the y has been eliminated, yeah? So x minus 2x, you get minus x equals to minus 3 here. And lastly, when you divide both sides by -1, you get x equals to 3. So the next step will be pretty similar to the rest, substituting x equals to 3 into equation 1 to find the value of y. Okay, so you can continue on with the steps here. Thank you for watching.